This is the security cluster of our country, from intelligence all the way down to police. These are the people that are supposed to protect us. And there is an accusation that they are a cartel working with international drug smugglers and political killings, the taking out of whistleblowers, the Babitas of the world, God rest her soul, what a brave woman. If that's the accusation that's being leveled, it certainly isn't being treated with the seriousness that I think it deserves. And that tells me everything I need to know about Izophelela Kuphi.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's video, I'm just bringing sad news. I'm just so angry. I'm so disappointed. I am shattered. Like seriously, I cannot believe that DJ Warras is no more. He was gunned down in Johannesburg CBD, and apparently DJ Warras was working today because he has a security company, and his security company was busy evicting the illegal immigrants. So that means he was brutally murdered by illegal immigrants. South Africa is a crime scene. I don't want to lie. I hope the EFF and their CIC Julius Malema are very happy now, because they're always fighting for illegal immigrants, including the African National Congress. They've killed this guy. Shame on them. DJ Warras was so young. He was full of life. And to hear this, it's such a painful thing, because this man had a family. He was a breadwinner. Last week, we were so shocked when Witness G was shot and killed in front of his family. If you speak against crime in South Africa, you are being killed. If you've got a security company fighting illegal activities, you are killed. Marius van der Merwe had a security company and he was fighting the Zamazamas, the illegal mining. He's no more. Whistleblowers are gunned down. How many people must die so that we can just wake up and say, enough is enough? We need justice for these people. You know, this is so painful. When we speak against illegal immigrants, it's a problem in this country. You are xenophobic. Not so long ago, Julius Malema was saying, no, I was enjoying jollof in Nigeria. He doesn't want to speak about illegal immigrants. He doesn't want to speak about Nigerians transporting powder here in this country, selling powder in this country. He doesn't want to talk about that. Every time when South Africans are speaking out about these things, the Provincial Commissioner of KwaZulu-Natal opened our eyes when he dropped a bombshell on the 6th of July. He spoke about organized crime. He spoke about cartels in this country. He spoke about the big five, people who are into drugs, selling drugs into our community. I'm talking about international criminals selling powder in this country. They've captured the state, they've captured the judges, they've captured the prosecutors, they've captured senior police officers. And we should be happy about this. It is such a shame. DJ Warras's kids are going to spend a Christmas without their father. Marius's kids are going to spend the Christmas without their father. This year must just end. This is so painful. This is so sad. If you voted for African National Congress last year, know that you've killed this young man. DJ Warras was only 40 years. He didn't deserve this. He was so young. He really didn't deserve this. It's so painful. DJ Warras was speaking against illegal immigrants, speaking about hijacked buildings. He was fighting against those things. And apparently, trending on Twitter right now, people are saying it could be Vusimuzi Ket Madlala. Maybe Vusimuzi Ket Madlala is behind all of this. And you have old people from the Umkhonto weSizwe Party who are embracing Vusimuzi Ket Madlala, calling Vusimuzi Ket Madlala a good man. Y'all are disgusting in the Umkhonto weSizwe Party. Y'all should be ashamed. Yesterday you were busy trying to take out that premier from IFP, Tami Ntuli, and it didn't work out. And what did you do? You fought the police. There was drama there. You attacked the speaker. You guys are just hooligans. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise because you didn't even get that province. You got like 45%. You couldn't negotiate. Umkhonto weSizwe Party has people who are so incompetent. You all are always waiting for Jacob Zuma. You can't even make simple decisions. You don't even have a simple structure. That organization must just die. It's another ANC. We're in this mess because of the African National Congress. Not only that, the economic freedom fighters, you all should be ashamed. I made a video yesterday and I was talking about Julius Malema and the Umkhonto weSizwe Party, and somebody said I was being paid. And I told that person I was just exercising my freedom of speech. We're going to vote next year for local government. I don't want anybody be voting for African National Congress, voting for Umkhonto weSizwe Party, voting for EFF. These are useless parties and they're very, very dangerous. They've been blowing whistleblowers like it's nobody's business. We need justice for this guy. And I saw a tweet on the X app by Mansnot Barry Roo, who said a notorious group called Boko Haram in South Africa is controlled by John Wick, who is Vusimuzi Madlala. This gang is behind the surge of building hijackings in Johannesburg. DJ Warras was brutally shot dead while trying to reclaim one of those hijacked properties. This is so sad because Mpotagata, remember that guy who had a party? I think his party did not make it. He wanted to be a president of this country. He said those hijacked buildings are controlled by ANC people. They're busy collecting money every month and they collect about 1 million rand. So chances are very high that this person was murdered by the African National Congress and this Vusimuzi Madlala. We don't know, it's just speculation. May his soul rest in peace.
I'm broken, I'm shattered, because we know he was a voice for many people around the country and even around the world. You know, he spoke out bravely about so many issues that not many people will speak about. It's truly a tremendous loss, not only to us as a family, but to a nation as well. And you know, I hope we use this opportunity to not focus only on the negative. Justice will prevail. We need to let things take its course. We need to stand together. People who are tweeting or posting videos, you know, please, I'm pleading to all of you, if you can remove certain images. He's got 3 beautiful boys, you know, just if you could take that off. We don't want that. We need you guys. We need positive stuff right now. He was a good guy and everybody knows that. And
Share your views on this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sending prayers and love to DJ Warras' family and friends. Bye. See you on the next episode.